Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Twist of Fate. Rambo take Rhea to the hospital for DNA test after Prachi accused Rhea of carrying someone else's baby instead of Rambo's child. So they asked Rhea to go to the hospital to do DNA test to prove if her baby is for Rambo or not. And also, they discovered that Siddharth is missing from the house and his room was scattered. Then the whole family started looking for Siddharth, thinking that someone has already kidnapped him. Let's continue from there. After Rambo take Rhea to the hospital for DNA test, Rhea called Aliyah and asked her to call Dr. Madhurima and tell her to come to the hospital before she gets exposed. Aliyah calls Dr. Madhurima. Dr. Madhurima thinks that she has to pick the call, and she thinks that why is Rhea and her aunt calling her? Dr. Madhurima picks the call. Aliyah asks the doctor to reach the hospital fast. Dr. Madhurima says but tomorrow is the test, but Aliyah tells the doctor that they have changed the date, and she asks when will the doctor reach the hospital. Dr. Madhurima tells Aliyah that she is stuck and she cannot come there because she is not getting taxi and there's no network too. Dr. Preeti tells Rhea that she will make her file. Aliyah calls Rhea and tells her that Madhurima cannot come there, and she asks Rhea to tell everything to Dr. Preeti so that she doesn't get trapped. Aliyah asks Rhea to buy Dr. Preeti just the way she bought Dr. Madhurima. Rhea is about to tell Dr. Preeti about her fake pregnancy, but just then, Prachi comes there. Dr. Preeti asks Rhea to go with the nurse for the test. Prachi says all the best. She asks how much time will it take. Dr. Preeti says it will be soon. Rhea goes with the nurse. Pallavi asks that who had come here to kidnap Siddharth because we did not see anyone. Grandma says whoever had come must be angry and they did this. Vikram calls the police and says that the police phone is busy. Shahana comes there and asks that what has happened here. Pallavi asks, didn't you see? You cannot think, and she asks her not to question them. Grandma says Siddharth is missing and it seems like something wrong has happened here. Vikram says someone might have taken Siddharth away from here. Shahana recalls telling Prachi that Aliyah wants to get Siddharth killed, and Shahana tells everyone that this is done by Aliyah. Aliyah asks, what did I do? Shahana says, whoever you think has Odu, you do this to them. Aliyah tells Shahana that you blame everyone for everything. Shahana says, I don't blame everyone. I only blame the guilty ones. They hear some noise and they come out to the hall. They see Aryan and Siddharth fighting. Grandma asks what is happening. Vikram asks what is happening. Pallavi asks Siddharth and Aryan to stop their fight. Aliyah asks, why are you both fighting? Aryan says we were playing card game. Siddharth had lost and he is not given 5,000 rupees and he is also not getting punched. Grandma scolds them and asks them to clean the floor. Pallavi says I would ask Priya to clean the floor. Rambo, Prachi and Rhea comes back from the hospital. Pallavi asks Rambo why is he stressed. Shahana thinks that it seems that Rhea's truth has come out. Rhea says before anyone assume anything, whatever I did is because I love Rambo. Aliyah thinks that Rhea's fake pregnancy is exposed. Rhea says Prachi has challenged me to get a DNA test. I did it because I love Rambo, and Rambo is upset with me, and he did not talk to me all the way. Rambo says I was feeling unwell and I don't want to talk. Rhea says I should be upset with Rambo, but just forget it. Rambo and Rhea goes away from there. Pallavi stops Prachi and asks her to do what she has asked her to do. Prachi looks on and she goes. The decorator comes there. Pallavi asks the decorator to decorate the house for the pre-wedding function and for the marriage. She says she doesn't want anything to get late. Aliyah asks Rhea to tell her what happened at the hospital. Rhea says I have handled everything. She tells Aliyah that you have asked me to buy Preeti, but Dr. Preeti was Prachi's friend. A flashback is shown. Rhea sees the nurse called Shagun there. The nurse goes out. Rhea sees a pregnant lady there and says she is Dr. Rhea Kohli and she wants to take the lady's blood sample again. The flashback ends. Rhea tells Aliyah that she gave the doctor another pregnant lady's sample and she solved the problem. She says I couldn't do anything about the report and says we have to make sure that nobody should get that report. Rhea tells Aliyah that we will ask Dr. Madhurima to make fake DNA report proving that Rambo is her baby's father. She says we will switch it with the real report, then we are safe. Shahana hears Aliyah and Rhea's conversation, so Shahana runs to Prachi. Shahana comes to Prachi and Prachi asks that what happened. Shahana says how can anyone lie so big? She says she couldn't say it. Prachi asks her to take a deep breath and talk. Shahana says Rhea is not pregnant. Prachi says okay. Shahana says just okay. I thought you would react. Prachi says with this test, we will know the truth about Rhea. Shahana tells Prachi that the truth about Rhea is already out, so what else should we wait for? Prachi says I don't know how Rhea acted to be pregnant and says I had a doubt on her when she asked for papaya and she ordered for a deep tissue massage, but now my doubt is cleared. Prachi tells Shahana that Rhea thought that she will play game with us, but I play game with her. Shahana says I heard that Rhea has taken some pregnant lady sample and she gave the sample to the doctor as her own sample just to fool everyone. Prachi smiles. Shahana asks why is Prachi smiling? Prachi says I am smiling because I failed Rhea's plan. A flashback is shown. Rhea asks the pregnant lady to go after taking her blood sample and the lady goes. Rhea gives the pregnant lady's blood sample to the nurse, saying that it is her blood sample, and immediately Rhea faints. Nurse Shagun comes there and makes the blood sample falls down. Another nurse asks Nurse Shagun to take another blood sample from Rhea because the first blood sample falls on the floor and the flashback ends. Prachi tells Shahana that when Rhea regained consciousness, she thought that the blood sample is the pregnant lady's blood sample, not knowing that the pregnant lady's blood sample has been thrown away and Rhea's real blood sample was taken when she fainted. Prachi tells Shahana that either the rat will be caught by the cat or the rat will be trapped forever, but at the end, the rat will definitely be caught. Shahana is happy with Prachi's great plan to expose Rhea. Pallavi recalls everything that is happening in the house and she asks Siddharth to call Meika for his marriage with Prachi. Siddharth asks Pallavi to ask Rhea to call Meika because Meika only listens to Rhea, and if he calls Meika, then Grandma will feel bad. Pallavi and Siddharth goes to Rhea. Pallavi asks Rhea that where is Meika. Aliyah comes there. Pallavi says even you are involved. Aliyah says Meika is Siddharth's sister. We cannot do anything with her. Pallavi asks Aliyah why Meika couldn't come, and she asks Rhea to invite Meika for Siddharth and Prachi's pre-wedding function. Aliyah angrily looks at Siddharth for telling Pallavi that they know Meika's whereabouts. Siddharth says that Pallavi asked me to call Meika. Then I told her that Meika is closer to you. Aliyah thinks that I know what you are doing, Siddharth. Siddharth tells Aliyah that you have called Meika on Ganapati festival, so you can call her to come again. Pallavi asks Rhea to call Meika to come back home. Rhea says I will try. Pallavi asks Rhea not to try, and she orders Rhea to call Meika. Siddharth says I had decided that if my sister did not come here, then I will leave the rituals midway and I will not marry Prachi. Aliyah is shocked at Siddharth's new courage. It is so sweet to see that Prachi is using her brain for the first time in the entire series. She changed the blood and Rhea will be thinking that it is the pregnant lady's blood that is in the blood sample. Meanwhile, it is Rhea's real blood. So the blood will show that Rhea is not even pregnant. I just pray that her plan is successful this time. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you all again in my next video. Thank you.